cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. A very warm welcome to one and all for this noble occasion. It is indeed an honor for me, Jiva Boban,
and me, Helen Giri, to be the host for the day.
Helen, what do you think this day is all about?
It's the International Day of Peace.
And what do you think peace is?
Peace is a daily, a weekly, and a monthly process, gradually shaping opinions, slowly eroding barriers, quickly building new structures. Each year, the International Day of Peace is celebrated on 21st of September. It is clearer than ever that this year we are not each other's enemies, from the title itself, shaping each other.
The function of prayer is not to influence God, but rather to change the nature of one who prays. So let us seek the blessings of God Almighty. Prayer.
ലോകദീപസൂര്യനും ശശാങ്കതാരകങ്ങളും പകലും രാത്രി സന്ധ്യയും നിറഞ്ഞ മേഘജാലവും പക്ഷിവൃക്ഷപുഷ്പവും ശലഭരാശിവൃന്ദവും മികവിൽ നിന്റെ സൽകൃതങ്ങൾ വാഴ്ത്തിടുന്നു ദൈവമേ. സമുദ്രമെന്തു കൗതുകം, ഗഗനമെന്തു കൗതുകം, സകല ജീവജാല ജീവനെന്നതെന്തു കൗതുകം, സകലതും രചിച്ചതോർക്കിൽ അഖിലനാഥനാഥനീ. സകല ശക്ത ദൈവമേ നമിച്ചിടുന്നു ഞാൻ വിഭോ.
All actions results from thoughts. So it is thoughts that matters the most. So here we have Milan of class 8 for the thought of the day.
Warm greetings to all. Today's thought. We do not need guns and explosives to bring peace. We need love and compassion. These words were said by Mother Teresa. The International Day of Peace, which is observed around the world, is a day devoted to strengthening the ideals of peace through observing 24 hours of non-violence and ceasefire. Non-violence is the personal practice of being harmless to oneself and others under every condition. It comes from the belief that hurting people, animals, or environment is unnecessary to achieve an outcome. It also refers to a general philosophy of abstention from violence. Thank you and have a nice day.
Updating ourselves is a good and never-ending habit. Apart from that, it is good to show awareness to our society and to our nation, and it is only possible by reading news. So here we have Tessin, John, Irene of class 10 and Nandana of class 11 for the news reading.
Warm greetings of the day. I am Irene Paul. Today I would like to brief the news and headlines from the month of August to the month of September. Over to international news. War and peace. Israel ties with the Arab world. Israel and UAE Normalization Agreement or the Abraham Accord was agreed by Israel and UAE on August 13. The agreement was signed on 15th September in the White House, promising to establish normal contact between the two countries. COVID-19 vaccine. China UAE report positive result in the phase 3 trials. The UAE authorities said 31,000 volunteers representing 125 nations has been administered in the vaccine during the trial. Apart from the mild side effect, no severe illness has been found so far. Explosion in Beirut. A giant explosion in Beirut killed 135 people and 5,000 were injured. The cause of the explosion was the storage of ammonium nitrate. China launches a long March 11 space rocket. The space rocket was carrying 9 satellites from the Yellow Sea to the island of Taiwan. That's all for international news. Over to national news. Coronavirus case increased to 50 lakh in India and the death marker to 81,000. India became the second country to mark 50 lakh COVID cases and the last 10 lakh COVID cases added in the last 11 days. Religious clashes in India. 3 people killed in Bengaluru due to the religious clashes in India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched submarine cable connectivity to Andaman and Nicobar Island. The submarine optical fiber cable connects Andaman and Nicobar Island to the mainland. TDP pulls out NDA government. BJP government to quit Andhra CM cabinet. Russia agrees to sell 100 million doses of Sputnik V COVID-19 vaccine. Russia Sovereign Wealth Fund has agreed to sell 100 million doses of Sputnik V COVID-19 vaccine to India. That's all for national news. Over to regional news.
നമസ്കാരം. പ്രാദേശിക വാർത്തകൾ വായിക്കുന്നത് നന്ദന. തദ്ദേശ തിരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പ് നീട്ടും. ഡിസംബറിൽ സാധ്യത. കോവിഡ് സ്ഥിതി കണക്കിലെടുത്ത് തദ്ദേശ സ്ഥാപനങ്ങളിലേക്കുള്ള തിരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പ് നീട്ടും. തീയതി പിന്നീട് നിശ്ചയിക്കും. സമരത്തിനെതിരെ വീണ്ടും ഹൈക്കോടതി. കോവിഡ് മാനദണ്ഡങ്ങൾ പാലിക്കാതെ സമരം നടത്തുന്നവർക്കെതിരെ ദുരന്ത നിവാരണ നിയമപ്രകാരം നടപടി സ്വീകരിക്കുമെന്ന് പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കുന്നതായി ഹൈക്കോടതി. ലോക്ഡൌൺ കൂടുതൽ ഇളവുകൾ 21 മുതൽ. ലോക്ഡൌൺ പിൻവലിക്കുന്നതിനുള്ള 4ാം ഘട്ടത്തിലെ പ്രധാന തീരുമാനങ്ങൾ 21-ന് നിലവിൽ വരും. NIAയും IBയും കൈകോർത്തു. കൊച്ചിയിൽ ഭീകരർ കുടുങ്ങി. പിടിയിലായത് അന്യസംസ്ഥാന തൊഴിലാളികൾ. ദില്ലി ഉൾപ്പെടെ ഇന്ത്യയിലെ തന്ത്രപ്രധാന കേന്ദ്രങ്ങൾ ആക്രമിക്കാൻ പദ്ധതിയിട്ട 9 ഖെയ്ദ ഭീകരരെ കേരളത്തിലും പശ്ചിമ ബംഗാളിലുമായി NIA അറസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്തു. പശ്ചിമ ബംഗാളിൽ നിന്ന് എത്തിത്തങ്ങിയ 3 പേരാണ് പിടിയിലായത്. നന്ദി. ഇനി കായിക വാർത്തകളിലേക്ക്.
A very warm welcome to all. I am John Viju with the sports news. Football. Barca confirmed days for presidential election and predicts $315 million loss due to coronavirus pandemic. Cristiano Ronaldo scored his 100th goal for Portugal on 8 September. Tottenham signed Bale on loan as he finally secures Real Madrid exit. Asian Football Confederation cancels AFC Cup due to COVID-19. Anthony Marshall tops the list for the most expensive teenager in Premier League history. Cricket. IPL 2020 highlights. Chennai Super Kings beat Mumbai Indians by 5 wickets. Delhi Capitals toppled Punjab over Super Over. Tennis and badminton. Novak Djokovic disqualified from the US Opens. PV Sindhu, Kidambi Srikanth to lead India's Thomas and Uber Cup squads. Preparatory camps cancelled. That's all for sports news. Now over to campus news. Thank you.
A warm greetings of the day. Myself Tessin with today's campus news. Online classes and the CAT exams are going on full swing for all the classes. Nubra, the Rhythm Fest of Marygirites, was conducted virtually with a marvelous response from the students. This year we celebrated Onam virtually. The students of all classes conducted various programs and these programs were aired on our YouTube channel. Teachers' Day celebrated Marygiri in a virtual way with all Marygiri family members from class LKG to class 12 together. The alumni of school conducted this year's Teachers' Day and it was a great success. We also celebrated Invest Teacher ceremony in the same manner and Isaac Jolie was selected as the captain and Isra Joshi as a chieftain. That's all for today's news and headlines. Thank you and have a nice day.
Speak in such a way that others love to speak to you, and listen in such a way that others love to listen to you. With that being said, let me invite Melby Matthew of Plus 2A for sharing her ideas on peace.
Warm greetings of the day. Peace is the desire of every beating heart. Peace is the hope of every nation, the promise of every politician, the pulse of every religious tradition, and the goal of every people like us. So, United Nations celebrate International Day of Peace and Non-Violence on 21st September, dedicated to world peace and significantly the absence of war and violence. This day was first observed in the year 1981 to commemorate and strengthen the ideals of peace through observing 24 hours of world peace, non-violence and ceasing fire. Let's make a firm nation, a firm world free of nuclear weapons, disarmament, so that we can build a peaceful world. And we should be aware about the reasons and danger caused of nuclear weapons disarmament that goes to our world. When we start to love ourselves, start to love the whole nation, there is automatically peace. We will find peace when the power of love overrules the love for power. The United Nations are looking for actions and stories from young people like us for emerging a strong, peaceful world. So, being the youth, let's make our world a peaceful place. Thank you and have a nice day.
With that being said, we hope you all had a great time. But before that, I would like to mention that it is not enough to talk about peace. We should work for it and also believe in it.
The peace of one individual is small. The peace of many people together is big. When we see ourselves as separate from our community and nature, then violence and strife arise. Let peace prevail on earth. Jai Hind, Jai Marygirites. Thank you.